I live and surf in South Australia, the driest state and the driest continent. That's my new Goyojo electric jet, 15 kilowatts in the back. I've just driven for an hour from my home, which is about an hour north of Adelaide, come to the expressway, and as always, even as a child, you get a freeze-on of pleasure when you see the sea coming up. This is my second time out with a new board, and I've come to what's called the mid-south coast of South Australia's surfing areas. There are plenty of surfing areas in the state, won't bore you with them, but this is where I am today, and I'm not here at the best time. But I've come this way because this is sort of the middle of the area and there are plenty of boys out. So let's just pull in here and have a quick look-see. There's quite a nice wave on, but it's all that surface slop. So up that way is Southport, Old Noarlunga, and there's a guy there belly boarding, and I could go down the ramp here, but my board is like what, nearly 70 k's when it's 26 or 7 k's for the battery and 26 or 7 for the board. I've got a trolley for it, but what I do is I go down there a couple of k's, and then I'll electric board all the way along and I'll surf these waves. They're not that big, but they're suitable for me second time out, and I'll surf these waves all the way along here, avoiding the places where the natural paddler surfers go, maybe getting one wave behind them on the way past and using the waves. Look, there's a... Anyway, let's get down to the beach. The boys who are just coming in have had the best of the morning, as is usually the case. I'm travelling an hour and a half to get here, and in the summer I'll be down here bright and early because it'll be nice and warm, but you know, I'm an old man now and I don't need the best of the surf because I can put power into the waves, although they are still surfing. The real problem for me is the wind has come up. Anyway, we're going down to that beach there, and there's always a bit less surf down there, which is fine for me because I'm going to go where those people are. I'm allowed to drive on the beach and launch, and then I will stand up on the board and make my way. Actually, it's not too sloppy here either, but I'll make my way from down there north and surf all of the mid-coast all the way to Port Noarlunga, or just to the south part of the reserve where there's no power vessels, and then back and have plays on waves all the way. It's going to be a bit of fun, I hope. Anyway, I might keep the camera on until I get onto the beach. You know, in the summer cafes are open, but not midweek winter. This caravan park's a great place to stay in the summer. I come down and get a cabin and stay there and just go out and surf a couple of days. And here we are. Don't really need the four-wheel drive, but I'll do it anyway. Can do it while we're going along. Not allowed to turn right here. I'm allowed to turn left. A bit churned up here. That's fine. Tide's on the way out. It is a bit sloppier than I would like, but beggars can't be choosers. Stay here just off the track. I'll just show you what I'm doing. So, that's my board. That's my jury-rigged trolley. For obvious reasons, I get it all out. So I've adapted my kayak trolley using a paddleboard, and then I just can launch it there. And this makes quite a nice towy thing. Balances quite nicely. Don't even need to strap it on, and reverse it down into the water, pop it off, come back. But wetsuit on first. My fingers were so cold this morning when I was taking the dog for a walk. There's like ice frost on the timber railway sleeper ties, and even in the car with my gloves on, fingers still tingling until I got the heaters going. Getting wetsuited up here. Got my COVID certificate of recovery from way back. That's expired in 2022. Okay, battery's in. I've given it a quick test squeeze. Run it down to the water's edge.
Just filling in time until I die. I don't need to explain the reason why. I rode my old evolved up the hill to see the view and take some chill. Sunset Hill, I up on a stage.
Trailer didn't like the rocks. I found these tyres to be the best for the beach because they don't sink in, they don't get traction.
Just by me, just filling in time until I die. I don't need to explain the reason why. I rode my old evolvers up the hill to see the view and take some chill. Sunset.
Just an old man filling in time till I die.
Follow the rut to get up to the top and see all the way and just by me. There is no way, I have no doubt that on a surfboard I could paddle out to the green unbroken waves out back. I am just too old and I accept that fact, but I don't have to rely alone on just my body's blood and bone, because I live in 2025 on surf machines. I can survive. I go beyond the biggest wave where younger men are being brave. I get the green where they can't get because I have an electric jet.
Well, I lasted nearly half an hour, so the honour was satisfied, but it was just too rough and bumpy and troughy to go all the way up there. It's normally a full 20-minute run catching the odd wave on the different breaks on the way, but I went up as far as one surfer. In fact, you can see him virtually, there's another one joining him down below the cliff, and I mean, I can't spoil his wave, and it was the only wave in the place that was a bit flat, and anyway, 25 minutes actual engine time, and I think 63% battery left, which is like sacrilege, but such is life. There's some shitty weather coming up, so I've had a surf and now I just have to go home. There's almost no maintenance. Got to wash all the sand off and spray it with a bit of rust repellent. That'll do.